And remember, only 1 out of 100 of you will ever make a living as an artist.
You're an art major?
Yeah, drawing and painting.
Wow.
Jerome here wants to be a great artist, Jimmy.
I presume you're joking, right?
Jimmy's a Strathmore grad.
Oh.
Just look at me now.
I have never seen so many beautiful girls.
Dude, you should have seen last year's crop. Enrollment's way off since the murders.
What murders?
Somebody killed a guy on campus or whatever.
Oh, hi. I'm Audrey, by the way.
You want to take the prize so you can win the heart of a girl.
Jerome's just seems lame.
Who's the weirdo?
What do we think of this work?
It's mine.
It's really great.
Are you kidding me? You look at
You've really never heard about the Strathmore Strangler?
How do they know it's the same guy?
There's a million clues. For one thing, he always...
Hey, I believe you.
All of humanity is too stupid to live.
Have you heard about the great man's latest masterpiece?
I hate to take the subway with that weirdo out there.
I was on the subway tonight.
Scumbag! Ha! Laugh away, laughing boy! Police don't try anything!
This isn't what you think.
Humans are a bunch of jerks. I hope a plague wipes out the whole species.
How about it, dude? You got any deep, dark secrets we should know about?
Art School Confidential.
Hit the juice.
My name is Daniel Johnson. This is the name of my tape, and it's Hi, How Are You? And I was having a nervous breakdown when I recorded it.
Try to remember, but my feelings can't know.
And he was a skinny little kid, fairly demented, and he said, I just want to give you my tape. And I put it on the tape player, and it just blew my mind.
There's really nothing to even compare it to. It goes way beyond Dylan's basement recordings, any other body of work that I can think of.
You start off hearing this noise, then eventually you hear the Beatles. You hear the whole symphony.
But it was undeniable that something was dreadfully wrong with him.
He was thin as a rail and losing weight.
Was completely delusional. He was hospitalized almost immediately. He was obsessed with the devil and Satan. He became so obsessed that it was all he could talk about.
This is Daniel Johnston speaking from a mental hospital. They tell me I'm crazy here. Out come the demons.
Listen up and I'll tell a story about an artist growing old. Some would try for fame and glory, others aren't so bold.
If you're a complete layman and not an architectural specialist, what's so hot about Frank Gehry? What's all the fuss about?
Some of my colleagues, they think of architecture in a hermetic way. If you do this with it, it ain't architecture anymore.
They asked me to make a documentary about him. It's not just that I didn't know anything about making documentaries, I didn't even know anything about architecture.
See how this unfolds and is welcoming? And that curve leads right into it.
All right, now let me just shoot that curve.
I think Frank really does creatively live in the moment.
Frank did his little swiggles, and it's essentially
that?
The night Santa Monica Place opened, the president of the Rouse Company says to me, "Why'd you do that?" I said, "Because I had to make a living." And he said, "Stop it." It was like jumping off a cliff.
Frank still doesn't know how to use a computer, except to throw it at somebody.
I tried to draw it with descriptive geometry, but when the guy built it, there's a kink in it. That's what led us to the computer.
Frank believes in accidents, but some of his accidents are failures.
I feel very comfortable in his spaces. And if it does compete with the art, maybe that art isn't good enough.
You need one less corrugation. See how it works? That is so stupid looking, it's great. We work back and forth between the planning and the model. If this doesn't work, that doesn't work.
You give Frank the functionality, and then he delivers the picture.
There is a certain threatening to taking the leap, but once you try that, you can't stop.
Salut, papa.
Salut, Pierrot.
Bon.
On nous envoie des vues de la maison. Il a dû rester là un bon moment.
La cassette fait plus de 2 heures.
T'as pas une idée, toi, qui pourrait s'amuser à ça?
Vous attendez encore quelqu'un?
Depuis plusieurs jours, on reçoit des paquets, des coups de fil anonymes. Qui était l'appareil?
Comment j'ai fait pour pas le voir, ce type? C'est un mystère. Hein.
Raconte-moi plutôt comment tu vas.
Bien, je vais bien.
Quand je t'entends parler, je me fais du souci pour toi.
Ma secrétaire a déposé une cassette sur mon bureau. Alors la cassette vous montre, lors d'une conversation privée, une sorte de studio. Ce type veut ruiner votre carrière.
Je sais, j'ai été idiot de te mentir, excuse-moi, je t'en prie. Tu peux pas me faire simplement confiance?
Moi, je dois te faire confiance. Mais pourquoi pas l'inverse pour une fois?
Ouais. Ouvre, merde.
In the vastness of the Himalayas, the Tibetan people lead quiet lives in harmony with nature. But what was once a peaceful land is no more. To save the antelope, the men of the villages unite to confront the poachers themselves. From National Geographic World Films, Samuel Goldwyn Films and Columbia Pictures Film Production Asia Limited present the astonishing story inspired by one people's remarkable mission. For the love of their land.
for the freedom of their souls, for the future of their world.
Mountain Patrol, Kukashili.
From the White House, we present Dwight D. Eisenhower.
Good evening, my fellow Americans. In the councils of government, we must guard against the military-industrial complex.
The United States is the greatest force for good in the world. We have not an obligation to go out and start wars, but certainly to spread democracy and freedom throughout the world.
The defense budget is $750 billion. Profits went up last year well over 25%. When war becomes that profitable, you're going to see more of it.
There is a huge flow of cash into defense industries.
$66 billion for our men and women in uniform.
$100 million to upgrade 10 additional B-1 bombers.
You do have to follow the money.
It's the representative's duty to bring home the bacon.
God bless our contractors.
Now, kids are dying. Billions are being spent every month.
And the American people are scratching their heads going, how did we get here?
This is not about one president or one party.
When does the United States go from a force for good to a force of imperialism?
We've got an empire. There is no excuse for 725 American military bases in 130 foreign countries.
I think numbers almost are distracting.
9/11 showed us war can be privatized, destruction can be privatized.
What we are risking is the republic itself.
Collusion is our business. Collusion with the military.
We must never let the weight of this combination endanger our liberties or democratic processes.
It is nowhere written that the American empire goes on forever.
Where y'all from?
Cincinnati.
Oh, long way from home.
Buscando trabajo.
¿Qué clase de trabajo?
Soy vaquero.
What line of work bring you to Texas?
Border Patrol.
Get down! Can I see some photo ID, sir?
I'm awful sorry about mail.
So am I.
I found these shells. They might mean something.
I need to talk to you.
What about?
Gomez told him who killed that Mexican.
You gotta arrest him.
I can't do that. Are you crazy?
No. I'm not. Dig him up.
You killed him, now dig him up.
You crazy?
He should be right along in here headed for Mexico. Can you get us across?
1,000 for you, and 1,000 for the gringo, and 1,000 for the dead guy.
You try to run away again, I'll kill you. I guess you know that by now.
You found it, Pete.
He was a good friend of mine.
Have you seen anyone coming through this area lately?
I ain't seen anybody in 30 years.
Your shoes, very fashionable about 5, 6 years ago. You look like someone who would care. Do you want to talk about it?
Okay.
So, when can you start?
What exactly do you do?
We're a risk management firm.
Mr. Norris, let me check.
So you help men cheat on their wives?
The fire emperor!
And wives cheat on their husbands.
Hey, man, it's not what it looks like.
Stop talking now.
Okay.
You see the red Pontiac Fiero outside? He works for your husband. We're an equal opportunity employer. I prefer to keep my work life and my private life separate.
Simple is boring.
Boring is safe.
Safe is for old people. This is fun. Want to keep going?
You know the hatch, man. We always have a little something on the side.
Men weren't wired to be monogamous. I'm sorry. It's just, you gotta spread the seed.
Hey, baby!
We're in the business of saving marriages.
Frey, I could just eat you up.
We create a false reality, making people appear to be where they're supposed to be.
Sounds intriguing.
Can I help you?
I think having a man of your skills covering my tracks would be extremely helpful.
I'm sorry, but I don't alibi crime.
Already alibied one for the Hatch family, wasn't it?
I think she's dead, right?
Stay Wendell, get out.
This whole thing comes out, you understand me? You, your business, your clients, you're gonna be ruined.
You understand that there's a difference between wanting somebody dead and actually doing something about it.
What happened?
It was Hatch's son. He killed his date. I got that guy to take care of it, and the cops are all over me, and a very bad man has been hired to kill me.
Are you sure this job is worth it?
It's not normally this bad.